Okay, we're live from Canada Street East. I'm Pip, and it's good to be playing again, although not together. So I'm not wearing my mask because maybe we'll be together in October. I'm going to play some original songs for you, and I hope everybody's doing okay out there. And I'm going to start with a song called Everything is Different. I thought I'd start with that one because, well, everything is different. So it goes like this. Everything is different when you're not here. Yeah, everything is different, I tell you, dear. The heat comes on, what for has no meaning. The red bicycle remains locked where it's leaning. And everything is different when you're not here. Yeah, everything is different, I tell you, dear. The colors of the autumn leaves on the trees are mute. The rigid pressure in the atmosphere is acute. And everything is normal, or so it seems. But really it's discrepant and unredeemed. Everything is normal except my aching heart. Everything is normal except I'm torn apart. And everything is different beyond the pier for the lonely gondolier. Beyond the frontier, for the circling gondolier. Everything is different when you're not here, and you're not here. But we're together anyway, and thanks to Facebook. And I'm Pip, and I'm glad you could join me for this little concert. I'm going to keep rolling here because I'm going to do about 10 songs. So this song is the only song, it's got to be the only song that talks about the Fox 40 sports whistle. I think one's enough anyway. But anyway, this song is called "All Right Yes," and you can sing along to the chorus. The chorus goes, "All right, yes. I heard you whistle nervously. The owl he accompanies. I heard you whistle Fox 40. Yes, I heard you whistle nervously. The owl he accompanies. If it takes all night, gonna be alright, alright, alright. If you look, you'll find the sun is on the rise, rising sunshine. If you look, you'll find sun is on the rise, rising sunshine. All right, yes. All right, yes. All right, yes. All right, yes. Burning off the dew. The sun is on, the empty world is new to you. There's a weightlessness in the coming steps. All right, yes. The coming steps. In the coming steps. All right, yes. Sing along now. All right, yes. All right, yes. Right, yes. I heard you whistle nervously. The owl he accompanies. I heard you whistle a Fox 40. Yeah, I heard you whistle nervously. The owl he accompanies. All right, yes. 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 That's all right, yes. And thanks for singing along. I heard you. I'm going to dig deep now into the vaults for a song called Nobody's Fool. Kind of self-explanatory. And it goes like this. Taken all at once, well, I never really knew. Once I was the dunce, now I'm nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. nobody's fool. Stripping off the pine, looking past the past, naked in the wine, leaning through the galaxy, the galaxy. Galaxy. Nobody's fool. Da 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 da. Leaning through the galaxy. I know you can fly with me. Leaning through the galaxy. Nobody's fool. So taking all at once, I never really knew. Once I was the dunce, and now I'm nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. Nobody's fool. No, nobody's fool. Da 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 da. Leaning through the galaxy. I know you fly with me. Leaning through the galaxy. I know you will fly with me. Nobody's fool. Hey, just tuned in, I'm Pip, playing a few songs for you today during the lockdown. We're still locked down, more or less. But you still got to do your social distancing and face mask. And I'm going to continue now with a song. It's a brand new song. It's called The Acquaintance. Whoever you run into, they're at least operating at the level of acquaintance, right? Your fellow human beings. Rolling on a wave of independence, suck it to me, babe. Only the bare bones, flesh and zones take me to a higher plane. The acquaintance knows what comes, it goes, freighted with exquisite tones. What you got is what you have. There's no exchange, no bel air. Though your lot is constant flux, your life is saved, sweet and fair. acquaintance knows, their appearance shows their grace. Their compassion lights with moral frame in place. Rolling on a wave of independence, suck it to me, babe. The acquaintance knows what comes, it goes, freighted with exquisite tones. Luck is fickle, roll with the heft, and everywhere you go is home. You don't have to be alone. Everywhere you go is home. What you've got is what you've got. There's no exchange, no ballet. Though your lot is constant flux, your life is saved, sweet and fair, yes. That was The Acquaintance. And I heard recently there's a new website or app where you can call somebody during this lockdown where you're not connected to anyone, and it just connects people. I guess you fill in some criteria, and you don't connect on the internet. You connect on the telephone. Remember those things that you talk into? And I thought that's fascinating. I've always preferred the telephone myself. That might be me giving my age away, but I think that's great. I'm going to try it out myself. Just phone some random person and have a conversation during this period of isolation. And, it'll be anyone from around the world. I've been trying to show you some chords here, but it's a little tricky. I'm either going to have decent sound or you can see the guitar, but not both. It's a high-tech setup here. But I'm holding my guitar like John Lennon used to. They used to say he held it like an AK-47. And I'll tell you this little story about when I had a band in Korea. I had a 5-piece band, a crackerjack band, and we toured up and down the peninsula. But I would have to go on a visa run once in a while. And one time I went to Hong Kong, and I stayed in this giant complex of apartment buildings. You may know it. It's fairly famous, and I think like 10,000 people live in these 4 high-rises that form a courtyard. So I got a room in there somehow for the night, and I looked out into the courtyard, and there's like the laundry of 10,000 people hanging off the balconies. So it was definitely colorful. And I hadn't slept, so I was rolling around in this tiny room where the bed was basically covered the whole length of the room, tossing and turning. And I finally fell asleep. And then, of course, there's this banging on the door not much later. And so staying in bed, I reached out and opened the door because it wasn't far away. And then it's the cops. It's the Hong Kong police. And they're heavily armed. And one guy had an AK-47. So I should have said, "Hey, John Lennon." Luckily, I didn't. But they were yelling at me in Cantonese. And, I said, it's not me. I just got here. I didn't do anything. And they were mad at me for not being the guy they were after and making them lose face. So, but normally after that kind of thing, the police sort of laugh and have a joke over the mistake. And I don't think these guys were laughing. They were still holding their AK-47s. So look out. All right, I'm going to play another brand new tune here. This is, it's called Mr. Garu. And Mr. Garu is the guy who fell in love with you and didn't want to, and the road fell through. And tout à coup, he was in love with you. So that kind of thing. So here we go. Mr. Garu. To rule and cool along the boulevard, avoid getting schooled. I was my own bard, my own bard. Reality rolled up. I caught a glimpse of you. The curtains drew apart. Now I'm nothing but Mr. Garu. Mr. Garu. Mr. Garu, Mr. Garu, when I saw you, the road fell through. Mr. Garu, Mr. Garu, there's no dispute and every truth. On all avenues, there are many truths, but the road falls through. Now I'm nothing but Mr. Garu. Mr. Garu to you. On all avenues, there are many truths. I caught a glimpse of you. Now I'm you know who. Mr. Garu, Mr. Garu, when I saw you, the road fell through. Mr. Garu, Mr. Garu, there's no dispute and every I saw you. Está Garu to you. If you want to get some of my music, my Bandcamp site is metrofilmusic.bandcamp.com. So that's metro, PHIL, music.bandcamp.com. There's almost 20 albums worth of stuff up there. I played two brand new songs, and then here's another recent song off the album titled Palisades. This is the song Palisades. A palisade is like an escarpment, and the song talks about how you've got to get over the obstacles. And here we go. One peninsula from a distant scene. You don't know where you land upon white or green. Fluttering on a pole, a strange symbol, unknowing what it means. We sailors are not told. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. All the surrogate friends, fleeting mates, nothing can hold you in place. It was a trek without the sun, and now we're done. The course is run. The course is run. Peninsula from a distant scene. You don't know where you'll land upon white or green. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. All the surrogate friends and fleeting mates, nothing can hold you in place. It was a trek without the sun, and now we're done. The course is run. The course is run. Up the Escalade, Palisades. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. Up the Escalade, over the Palisades. Palisades off the album of that name. I got time for one or two more, I think. I'm going to do an old crowd favorite. It's called Archipelago Dream. And kind of inspired by Giant's Tomb in up in Georgian Bay area. Being out in the water, and there's also a sleeping giant in Thunder Bay that I was at recently. Recent in my years, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. So, this one is Archipelago Dream. Looking out the back, looking out the front. La vida es si un sueño. Looking out the back, coming home to yourself. Yes, to yourself. Marionette for winds and rain. The giant skips across the archipelago. Don't you know? Skips across the floor. Skips across the floor. Skips across the ice floe. Nothing but a dream. Skips across the ice floe. Only an ice cream. You might get hit. You may be missed by swinging vicars on a radio. It's but a dream. Life is nothing but a dream. Dream, nothing but a dream. Oh. From lava storms, on borrowed loans, a fugue of dreams, now my bunny tie. It's the greatest show, from high to low. Oh, oh, oh. It's the greatest show, from high to low. Skips across the ice floe. Nothing but a dream. Skips across the ice floe. Only an ice cream. Skips across the ice floe. Nothing but a dream. Nothing but a Archipelago Dream. And passed a note here. Oh, okay. I've got a bunch of fans watching from Thailand. So isn't that swell? Thank you, everyone, and Special thanks to Watching Crew. So Watching Crew, thank you for tuning in. And it's nice to be broadcasting that far. I know Thailand did an awesome job of shutting down the coronavirus. So kudos to you. But it's been fun to play for you, and I'm going to play one more song. And I'm Pip. You can hear and or buy these songs at metrofilmmusic.com. I'm going to finish off with a song which says you can't save anything, which is becoming more and more clear these days. And just you know, materialism doesn't work, does it? For your call, the minutes play, symbolic of it all. I enjoy the way you let me stay. Minutes play, they can't be saved. You can't save anything. You can't save anything. Oh, 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 oh. Ba, 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 ba. I'm in the curtain call, standing at the back. Or being interviewed by no one who keeps track of the days they flew away. You can't be saved, you can't save anything. You can't save anything. Oh, 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 oh. Waiting for your call, waiting for, who does the waiting? Ba, 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 ba. I might be dropping by if you're there. I'll be properly attired, waiting for your word. It's my turn, and I feel the burn. Yeah, it's my turn, it's my turn. You can't save anything. Oh, 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 oh. Waiting for your call, waiting for, who does the waiting? Ba, 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 ba. You can't save anything. All right, that's it. That's all I'm going to play. And I can hear your applause. Thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to play, even if I can't see you. I do have a gig booked for October 14th at Mills Hardware, but who knows if that'll happen. So take care, everybody. I'm Pip. You can go to metrofilmmusic.bandcamp.com and hear this music again if you like. Thanks so much for tuning in. So that's it for me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.